Hey Cancer, this is going to be kind of your what's going on between us and what's coming up for us reading. This is a general relationship love reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Cancer. If it resonates for you, that is wonderful, but if it doesn't, feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. That may resonate for you. I'll leave a timestamp in the comments section below for when the reading actually begins, and we'll just speed through this part. All right, Cancer. So I'm going to read this side as your energy. Keep in mind, energy can be reversed. So if you feel you resonate more with this side, feel free to play a little role reversal. Okay, so let's jump into it because I feel like your reading is going to be a little bit heavier than all the ones I've done so far. I'll tell you quickly the signs that are really prominent here. We've got Pisces and Virgo are very, very prominent. Because we've got Virgo twice here. Let's get into it. So the overall energy I got between the two of you is the Ace of Cups. That's a beautiful energy. And so that's why everything else that's going on here, because I always ask with the overall energy, what is it that I need to know about this connection? And it feels like at the end of the day, no matter what's going on right now, there's love here. There was genuine love, care, emotion that was involved in this connection. Whatever that was, whatever that emotion was, it was real. And there's also an element, because sometimes the Ace of Cups can just be an overabundance of emotion. It may not necessarily, it's not always, about, the depth of love, right? Because there's so many different types of emotion. But whatever the situation is, it's very, very emotional. Very, very emotional situation here, but I do feel like there was love here. It's interesting because let's just jump into your side. So you got the Hangman with the Eight of Pentacles. For this to be your first card out, I really get a strong energy where, Cancer, it feels like you feel like you have your hands tied behind your back, almost as if you don't have any control over this situation and how it's almost as if how it's transpired. There's an energy here where, I'll be honest with you, Cancer, it feels like there's something that feels completely out of your control, and all you want to do is make it work, put in some kind of time and effort into it. I mean, clearly if you have a lot of love for this person, that would make sense. But there's the Hangman can also be about sacrifice, and I feel like, Cancer, you feel like you've either sacrificed a lot for this relationship or sacrificed things for this person, or that it could have been you sacrificed time, energy with the Eight of Pentacles, work, money. There's something here that you've done for this person, something that you've invested in this person that you did only because you loved them. There's a strong energy of like, I don't do this for everyone. I do this for you because of how I feel. You sacrifice, and there's a vulnerability that you have with this person, with this Hangman energy. And you always were like this. You were consistent. I think of that with the Eight of Pentacles. You were consistently sacrificing for whatever this connection is because of the emotions you felt for them. Now, for this other person, they have a very kind of, it's an interesting energy. But I'll be honest with you, the first thing that I get here is when things got tough for this person, they left. I feel like for them to get the 10 of rods here with the the 6 of swords, I feel like there's an energy of something became too much for this person with the 10 of wands. They took on too much. They felt like something was too much, whether that was their perception, whether it was reality or not. They became kind of overburdened with something, and so they felt like they had to kind of leave something behind and move forward. I feel like this is my card of kind of recovery and improvement. There's also some energy where this person had to do some improving. They had to improve something within themselves because they had a lot of baggage, or they were bringing a lot of baggage into this connection, and they have a strong energy of needing to do some type of some kind of inner work here to resolve a lot of this. It really feels like some of these burdens and some of these things that they felt like they had to carry were burdens they should have laid down a long time ago. But I do feel like, though, that they weren't willing to work through whatever this is with you. Even though they loved you, almost as if they had to work through this on their own. But there's something here where I don't always get an abandonment energy from this card at all, because it really is about recovering. And normally you see there's two characters here, so they're trying to bring someone else along with them. Maybe it's that this person feels like whatever it is they have to battle here, whatever it is they have to carry, they don't want to be a burden to you or drag you through their mess, drag you through their difficult times. Sorry, I don't normally clarify this, but it's a strong energy here. Okay, so you could also be dealing with a Gemini. I feel like there's an abruptness to this card for me. I feel like almost as if this person just dropped everything with this Knight of Swords. Like they didn't utilize good judgment, because he makes irrational decisions. I feel like they were just overwhelmed with something. There's a strong energy of them feeling like they were overwhelmed with something, and so they made a poor decision to kind of either pull away from the situation with you or leave the situation with you. And they didn't completely think it through. So let's get into what's coming up for the two of you. It's interesting, really interesting energy. Starting out, we got the Hermit card. So it feels like you guys are in kind of a period of silence, and that's going to persist for a little bit because there's some internal work that has to be done. We can all do it. So it's not about what they need to work on. There's something here you clearly need to work on too, because there's an element here where you've got to, I really feel like strongly here that you're going to be setting up within yourselves during this kind of hermit period, your own boundaries and what you're willing to deal with and what you're not. And I feel like this person really has some work that they need to do. There's something plaguing this person that makes them make really poor decisions, it feels like. So I see that in the near future, there's not going to be a ton of communication or movement towards the connection with one another, even though there's love here, because there's work that needs to be done. But it feels like very strongly that after that work is done, there's a new opportunity here for you two. If you want to take it, sometimes, life pulls you in a different direction, but there's going to be a new opportunity here. There's the potential to have that, but it's contingent on the inner work and people actually, stepping up to the plate, looking in the mirror and doing the work that's necessary to figure out what it is that they need to do to improve and be, you know, the kind of partner that the other person wants and deserves and needs and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get one. More newness energy. There's going to be, I will tell you this though, this person is going to be looking back. You see how this character is looking back over his shoulder, trying to, and this person is going to be kind of watching you, especially via social media, things like that, through friends, whatever it is, because once they do this inner work, they're going to realize that they kind of want to pursue another opportunity with you, but they know that they're going to have to kind of find the right angle to pursue because of the way this exit is kind of juvenile. So I really feel like there's a strong energy where this person, when they come in, I'll tell you right now, when they come in to communicate wanting this, they're going to want to tell you about kind of the new things that they've learned, how they've changed, what they've learned. And if you're still interested, if you haven't moved on or whatever, you know, it's going to be a time for you to kind of evaluate and decide if they've learned enough to kind of have earned another opportunity here, because it feels like you were kind of willing to put in the work with them and they just kind of immaturely kind of abandoned this. So I hope that was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.